Hi, I'm Josh Lengacher with Lengacher's Taxidermy, and today I'm going to go over a few things that you should look for in a quality shoulder mount. These are things that with the products available today, you should get in each and every one of your shoulder mounts. If you're not getting it, then you're really getting a lesser, not as high quality mount. The first thing I want to talk about is making sure that your taxidermist is using a nice quality tan. If you don't tan, there can be several issues down the road. If you do tan, it's going to make the mount last a lifetime. A non-tan mount, you'll start to see issues with your nose maybe cracking. You'll get big gaps in your eyes, and it will start to crack eventually over time, and your mouth will start to pool and can be gaps in there. With a tan mount, it's basically turning that hide into a leather, so when the moisture of summer and winter and fall come and moisture gets put into that hide, it's allowed to stretch. Whereas if it's a dry preserve mount, that hide's not going to be able to stretch, and instead of stretching, it's just going to crack and break. The next thing I want to talk about is the mouth line. When you look at the mouth line, it should be nice and clean and tucked. There shouldn't be any gaps at all. That mouth should come together nice and clean. And then the bottom lip should run from this edge of the corner nose pad to that edge of the corner nose pad. And that's all that should be sticking out. On the nose, it should be a paint job. Start with a very black up top and then lightly go down to a light gray down here on the very bottom. If next time you kill a whitetail, check out their nose, and you can see that it kind of fades down, and the very bottom is actually a really light, it's a fleshy gray color. The nose should also have little nodules built up on it, just like the real thing on a whitetail. That's something else you can check out. As far as the inner nose detail goes, it should have a smooth flow inside. It shouldn't be blocked up with clay or anything. Whenever you shine a light through it on this side, you should be able to look through and see on the opposite side like a light pink color, and that's just the actual membrane color in there. When looking at the side of the deer, you should see your tear duct and your eye. The tear duct should be nice and closed and not open at all, and your eye should have not a round shape, but a little bit of an oblong shape. The eyebrow should roll over the eye a little bit, and then there should be an eyebrow crease in there where the eyelid comes down over the eye. There should be a small gap on the bottom of the eye where the skin meets the eye, but it shouldn't be open a lot. And then in the very front corner down here, there should be a little black piece of membrane. It's called the nictitating membrane, and it should be in there. And that's just something that keeps stuff from going down in the corner of the deer's eye. Next, when looking at your deer mount, if you look around the burr here, there should never be a gap where you can see the bone underneath this pedicle. And there should be a nice flow from the back of the burr into the ear muscle. When you're looking at the ear muscles, there should be a definite muscle this way and a definite one coming down. This ear is back, so there's not going to be as much of definition right in here as compared to an ear that's forward is going to have more of a definition right there. As far as the ear goes, it should be a real crisp, clean line. If you take your finger and rub against it, it should be real thin and smooth. There should never be any waves in it. The inner ear should be painted a light pink color. This is a good view to see the back skin around the pedicles and the ear formation. They still have that nice, crisp, clean line. And then also the seam. Whenever you bring your deer to the taxidermist, he has to cut the horns out and make an incision from the antler to antler and then down the back a little bit. After he puts the skin back on and sews it up, you should never be able to see that seam or any stitching. I hope this video helps you to know what to look for in a quality shoulder mount. You can look up our shop online at lengacherstaxidermy.com, or if you're in the area, feel free to stop by the shop.